Peter Cat and the Missing Shoes by Kevin Lee and Jane Steen. It is a beautiful day, and Peter Cat can't wait to play outside with his friends. Pete eats breakfast. He brushes teeth. He feeds goldfish. Pete is all ready to play, except he can't find his shoes. Pete digs through the closet. There sure are a lot of shoes inside. Pete doesn't find his shoes, but he does find an old pair of boots. I can't wear these, he says. Pete pushes his shorts. It's time to his feet, but his feet will not fit in the boots. Pete's old boots are way too small. Pete tries out from the closet. Too old, too fancy, too big, too wide. There are no shoes in the closet for Pete. Pete looks in his room. He doesn't find his shoes, but he does find a pair of slippers. He steps aside and right into the pile to squiddly squish, squish, squish. Pete looks in Bob's room. He doesn't find his shoes, but he does find Bob's cowboy boots. There's a surprise. He says, they fit just right. Click, click, click. But they way too loud. Pete checks Mom's room. He doesn't find his shoes, but he does find Mom's dress boots. These are super cool. He switches zipping through up. Pete doesn't love zippers, but he stands up. Zip. Too tall, Pete says. Finally, Pete doesn't eat the review near Dad. Oh my gosh, Pete says exactly. These are just what I need. Pete put on this garage, but he takes a step. Start. They are way too floppy. He can't walk in them. Pete is still looking for his shoes in the kitchen. When the door rings, it is friends. What's taking so long? Won't be waiting outside for forever, says Grandma Toad. I can find my shoes, said Pete. You mean those shoes right there, ascots? Yes, you found them. Squeeze me. Pete on his favorite white sneakers. They are too cool. Pete thanks his friends for finding his shoes. That's what friends are for, says Grandma Toad. Now let's play.